This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 25 is also brought to you by Silver State Health, Pahrumps exclusive pediatric care clinic. Call 775-505-1214 for an appointment.
Welcome to News 25 on this Friday, April 23rd. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Thanks you for joining us here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Well, vaccine advisors to the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention voted today to recommend resuming the use of Johnson & Johnson's coronavirus vaccine. An updated warning label will be added. Members of the CDC's Advisory Committee for Immunization Practices agreed the benefit of the vaccine outweighed the risk from the rare blood clots linked to that vaccine. They worried that taking one of the only 3 vaccines out of the mix available to Americans would slow efforts to immunize the population against the virus that has killed more than 500,000 people. Plus, they agreed that having a one-shot vaccine that doesn't need to be stored in freezers was valuable and would be preferred by many people who do not want to come back for a second dose or would struggle to make 2 vaccination appointments. The language of the vote says the Janssen COVID-19 vaccine is recommended for persons over the age of 18 years old in the United States population under the FDA's emergency use authorization. The vote was 10 in favor, 4 opposed, with 1 abstention. Well, investigators are trying to pinpoint the cause of a fire that destroyed a historic building at Scotty's Castle.
A fire Thursday morning destroyed the historic garage and damaged a second historic outbuilding at Scotty's Castle. The historic district in Death Valley National Park has been closed for ongoing repairs and renovations since 2015, when a flood caused extensive damage at Scotty's Castle. The National Park Service says construction workers first discovered the fire when they arrived for work early Thursday. They reported an active fire within the garage and long shed buildings. Those workers attempted to stop the fire from spreading further into the long shed. When firefighters from Death Valley National Park and Beatty Volunteer Fire Department arrived, the fire was mostly contained. At that time, crews monitored for hot spots and stabilized the remains of the structures. The historic main house and other surrounding structures were unharmed. The garage, which was used as a visitor center, was the most heavily damaged building in the October 2015 flash flood.
Wow. Well, after escaping from the Nevada prison 27 years ago, Samuel Avalos Gallardo, who is 52, is back behind bars. Avalos Gallardo escaped from the Nevada Department of Corrections, formerly known as the Department of Prisons Stewart Conservation Camp, located within Carson City here in Nevada, in February of 1994, while part of the Nevada Division of Forestry Fire Crew. He was incarcerated in April of 1993 for driving under the influence, resulting in an accident that caused the death of another person, in addition to substantial bodily harm to 2 other victims. Avalos Gallardo was captured January of 2020, awaiting extradition from outside the United States. The Nevada Department of Corrections received Avalos Gallardo from the U.S. Marshal Service Foreign Office on April 20th. The recapture was a joint effort with the United States Marshal Service, District of Nevada, United States Marshal Service, Pacific Southwest Regional Fugitive Task Force, and the Nevada Department of Corrections Office of the Inspector General. Samuel Avalos Gallardo was discovered living in Nayarit, Mexico. He had been sentenced to a 40-year jail term after he drove his car the wrong way while drunk onto an Interstate 80 on-ramp and collided head-on with another vehicle October 4th of 1992, instantly killing the 18-year-old driver Gary Ray Selby Jr. of Vacaville, California, and seriously injuring 2 female passengers that Selby was driving home after watching a BMX bike race in Reno. The family said that Selby never had a chance. Gallardo's car almost hit a tanker trunk, and cars were swerving off the roadway to avoid the drunk driver. Avalos Gallardo was less than a year into his term in February of 1994 when the Department of Corrections say he had walked away from a group of inmates working on a Division of Forestry fire crew. Well, a Pahrump man is under arrest for allegedly stealing a large sum of cash from our local Walmart store.
Kyle Johnson is under arrest and facing a charge of embezzlement for allegedly stealing nearly $4,000 from the Pahrump Walmart. Johnson is an assistant manager at the store. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to the store Tuesday, where members of the asset protection team told them Johnson had stolen large amounts of cash from the business. The Sheriff's Office says an employee first alerted asset protection, reporting a discrepancy in transactions at her register. In the arrest report, an employee explains to deputies how Johnson, identified in several videos captured by store surveillance cameras, used a register and handheld device to allegedly enter fraudulent returns for fictional TVs. Asset Protection says they observed Johnson enter the store's cash advance room, pull money from the recycler, then leave the room and place the money in a rear pocket. Deputies say Johnson was questioned by Walmart staff prior to their arrival and had filled out a voluntary statement where he admitted to taking money on 2 occasions, totaling just over $3,900. At the time of his arrest, deputies say Johnson agreed to speak with them, saying he took the money due to being in a bad financial situation and was trying to help his family, which is facing eviction. Johnson was placed under arrest and transported to the Nye County Detention Center.
Thanks so much to Brad Francis for that report. We'll have more news right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
A worldwide shortage of microchips is forcing another automaker to halt production. Nikola is working with a national chain to provide hydrogen fueling stations, and the number of Americans filing for unemployment drops to another record low.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, Jaguar Land Rover is the latest automaker halting production due to the worldwide shortage of microchips. Chip factories, especially in Asia, shut down during the pandemic and reopened to a huge backlog of orders to fill coming from automakers. Nikola investors are getting a charge. Nikola is hooking up with Travel Centers of America gas stations and will provide hydrogen fueling stations for heavy-duty trucks at 2 locations in California. It could lead to a nationwide network of Nikola fueling stations. Checking the economy, the number of Americans applying for unemployment checks fell to 547,000 recently. It's another new low during the pandemic.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Thanks so much, Angela. Well, yesterday was Earth Day. John Pollock, organizer of a local event, says that the 13th annual Earth Day and Arbor Day celebration in Pahrump is this Saturday, tomorrow, April 24th at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park.
Last year we didn't have one, naturally, because of the pandemic, but we're going to have what's called a grab and go. It's something that I think was started by the Catholic Church for the fish fries, and it worked well for them, so we'll be doing it. And we hope to see you out there. It'll be going from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. or until the bags are all gone. We have 200 green bags. I have them in my van sitting out there. And this year, because of the COVID-19, we cannot give you the hot Chicago-style hot dogs. But in lieu of that, part of our treat that we'll be giving you in the green bags will be a power strip. Actually, the hot dogs are worth more than this. But anyway, there's so many environmental items that will be given out from so many different people in town. So all you have to do is stop by the little parking lot that's in the middle of Ian Deutsch Memorial Park, next to the ball fields, next to the cinder block bathroom that's over there. We'll have the Sheriff's Department auxiliary there guiding traffic through there. So if you see it, when you see us, just come on over there. Come early, don't dally, because when the bags are gone, so are we. We'll also be giving away, we'll be awarding someone in town with the Earth Day 2021 Citizen of the Year. We do that on an annual basis. We've been doing that for a decade, so we have the person picked out, and we will surprise them for all the good they do for the environment. So come on out. The weather's going to be great. It's going to be windy. When isn't it windy here? But we hope to see you there, and so come on out there.
Thanks so much to John Pollock for having this event. Again, the local Earth Day and Arbor Day celebration is this Saturday, April 24th at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park, right there off the Honeysuckle between Dandelion and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. The hours are 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. or until they run out of those green goodie bags, so come early. Great Basin College hosted a food drive to help feed those who are hungry here in our community. Laura Demingham of Great Basin College is leading the effort.
We're having a food drive headed up by the social work program. I'm the director of the social work program here at Great Basin College, and we are trying to get donations for the children of Nye County.
Debenham says 27% of children in Nye County live in poverty, and of those, 11% are homeless. So the need is great.
We're really trying to help these individuals and families have enough to eat, just the basics.
A number of groups and individuals will benefit from today's food drive.
Some of it will be going to the pre-K program, to the children of the pre-K program, and some will be going to Miracles of Madness, which is a nonprofit organization which is headed up by one of my social work students, as a matter of fact. And that is an organization that works with the homeless population, particularly the children, is who these donations will go to.
Melissa Fay, who started Miracles of Madness, will help distribute the food donations to hungry people in the Pahrump Valley.
We do plan on taking some up to FFA, Faith for Action. They have a community fridge, and we are going to put some of the food up there and make sure that they are stocked. And then we will, if people need it, they can request it through our Facebook page, our web page, or we'll be taking it up to the homeless camps and distributing it up there. We kind of struggle with support. Right now we still are self-funded, so it makes it a little bit difficult and a lot stressful. We could always use volunteers, and we are looking for a new office space, so that way we can actually start to track exactly what we do and who we're helping and how much we're donating. And then we also have 2 warehouses that we have full for clothing and household items and personal hygiene items, feminine care and diapers and stuff like that. So anybody can use those resources. All they have to do is reach out to me on Facebook, or our web page is miraclesofmadness.org.
I started a food bank here at Great Basin College, and if anybody wants to donate to the students, we have high schoolers that come over to GBC that are hungry, and so we have a food bank here at Great Basin College. If someone wants to drop by and give donations, if they want to earmark them for children, as the social work director, I will make sure that they get to the appropriate channels so that children are fed.
Thanks so much, guys. Well, we have more community members that are donating. We'll tell you about that after the break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
The Pahrump Valley Lions Club is pitching in to help children who end up in the care of the Division of Child and Family Services. The local club is donating backpacks filled with all kinds of supplies. As Bridget Dubin explains, the effort is part of a larger nationwide Cases for Kids campaign.
The Pahrump Valley Lions Club got together with the Pahrump Valley Elks Lodge and Linda Redsick from Gruber Realty and Frontier Family Dental that donated a bunch of supplies for backpacks. They're called Cases for Kids, and we donated them to the Family Services Unit, and it's for children that when they're taken out of the home for whatever reason they have nothing. This gives them a little backpack with coloring book and crayons, a little stuffed animal, a little notebook that they can write or color, and little cleaning wipes, toiletries, yes. So that's the purpose, and we donated 20 of them, and all the clubs think that it's a great idea, so we're going to do it again. This is the first time we've donated the Cases for Kids, yes. When they call us and they say that they run out, we'll get together and we'll do it again, 20 at a time. If anybody wants to donate items, they can contact any one of the clubs and say it's for Cases for Kids, and we'll make sure that it gets to the right place. On Facebook, we're Pahrump Valley Lions Club.
Well, if you are looking for a cat, we have one for you. We're at Desert Haven Animal Society, where we're going to introduce you to Tammy.
Today's Save a Pet is proudly sponsored by Jason Ernest with Mountain West Lawyers. Call 775-727-9500.
Tammy is a domestic short-hair cat with Torby coloring. That's a cross between tabby and tortoiseshell. Tammy is a year old. She came in as a stray, and she is spayed and ready to go. Now she just needs that special someone to take her home. The shelter says Tammy is still learning to trust people, so she needs someone with a bit of patience to adopt her. Of course, we encourage you to visit the shelter and spend some time with her. To meet Tammy or any of the other animals available for adoption at Desert Haven Animal Society, you can give them a call to make an appointment at 775-751-7020. The shelter is located on Seary Lane, right behind the Nye County Courthouse. You can also visit them on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Hi, it's John Kohler staring out the KPVM weather window. Look at this, a view of the Strip right now outside the Luxor. It's a gorgeous day in Las Vegas and all of Nye County. We'll tell you about the weather here in just a second. Come on back.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Happy Friday. Are you looking forward to the weekend? I know I am. Oh boy. And I might even go a couple days extra. We'll see. Out to Fernley and Fallon, let's take a look at the weather. 76 degrees is your high marks today. Carson City down to Goldfield, about 72 is as warm as it got. Beatty all the way up to 80, and Amargosa at 84 with Vegas close behind you and actually pulling ahead at 87 degrees. You win the race, Las Vegas. Congratulations. Death Valley, 95 degrees is your high mark today. And here in the Paradise Pahrump, where the air is pure, the grass is green, and all the kids know how to do the Dougie, it's 81 degrees. 82 was our high mark today. Winds coming at us about 10 miles per hour. Pleasant afternoon. Really liked it. 5:59 a.m. this morning. The sun rose in all its glory, and it'll set this evening at about 7:24. Look for it. It's going to be nice. We're going to have some clouds, beautiful colors. It's going to be great. Wind picking up overnight as we head into the weekend. 17-mile-per-hour winds coming out of the southeast at us, and a little bit of humidity making some clouds. But check out this weekend. It's going to be kind of blowy, folks. 24-mile-per-hour average gusts as we head into the weekend. That'll drop the temperature down by Monday to about 63 degrees. We're going to get some cloud cover over the weekend and into the first part of the week. Might even see some rain. They're talking a little precipitation there as temperatures increase throughout the week, all the way up to 89, 93 degrees by next Friday. Oh, it's going to be a gorgeous weekend next weekend. This weekend, make friends with a windbreaker. It'll be okay. All right, back to the desk. Hi, Deanna.
Hi, John. It's so funny. So we got to say, I did an interview today with Travis Brown there from the China Ranch State Farm, and they have a GoFundMe page because their fire that began last Friday night actually rekindled and ended up burning an additional 30 acres. And they have some problems with their irrigation now, and you can see right in that picture. So if you would like to find out more, all you need to do is Google GoFundMe and China Ranch, and then that should come right up on your computer there to donate to them. Also, we have the links on our local Facebook page, as well as People Helping People, and my personal Facebook page if you would like to find out more about how to help the China Ranch State Farm. Also, they are open right now, even though they're having a little bit of issues. So go out there and see them and say hello. And that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here next week.